Now we're going to be doing equation expressions where you have minus or plus between the bases. Unlike when we did multiplication in the previous activity, please note that we have a base of 3 exponent of a, but there's a minus between the bases. Even in the denominator, there's a minus between the bases. Re-watch the previous video, you'll realize that what we have been doing thus far between the bases, we only had multiplication and division. Right now, there's plus or minus. When there's plus or minus, split the base. Split the base, all right? Now, how do we split the base? There's nothing I can do with 3 to the exponent of a. I'll just leave it as it is. But 3 to the exponent of a minus 1, I can split that by writing it as 3 to the exponent of a multiplied by 3 to the exponent of minus 1. In the denominator, 3 to the exponent of a plus 2, I can split that by writing it as 3 to the exponent of a multiplied by 3 to the exponent of 2. In between, I still have that minus. I haven't got rid of it. It's still there. So you just put it as it is. All right, there is minus. I still leave it as it is. And then I've got 3 to the exponent of a plus 1. You will write it as 3 to the exponent of a multiplied by 3 to the exponent of 1, even though I do not write that 1. Now, go back to your numerator. You realize that you have two terms. This is one term. That is another term. Remember, terms can be separated by plus or minus. Now, take out a common factor. Identify your common factor. That is your common factor. It is also there in the second term, so I'm going to take that out as a common factor. If I take this out as a common factor, then I'll be left with 1. Wherever there is that 3 to the exponent of 1 of a, I will be left with 1. In the denominator, what is your common factor? It is still 3 to the exponent of a. So take them out. What are you left with inside the brackets? Wherever there was 3 to the exponent of a, I substituted 1. So if I take that out, I'll be left with 1. If I take this 3 to the exponent of a out as a common factor, I'll be left with 3 to the exponent of minus 1. In the denominator, if I take this out as a common factor, I'll be left with 3 squared. If I take that out as a common factor, I'll just be left with that 3. Now that I've taken them out, note that I will be left with one term in the numerator and one term in the denominator, which allows me to cross out. Okay, hence I crossed out 3 to the exponent of a with 3 to the exponent of a. In brackets, simplify this. It will give you 2 over 3. Simplify that, it will give you 6. 2 over 3 divided by 6 can be written as 2 divided by 3 divided by 6 over 1. Change that multiplication in between, that division in between to multiplication and swap the numerator and the denominator. You will have that. 1 times 2 is 2, 3 times 6 is 18. 2 goes into 2 once, into 18 it goes 9 times. And now it is solved. Let's go to the next expression. Here we have 2 to the exponent of m plus 2 minus 2 to the exponent of m plus 1. Split that. You'll have 2 to the exponent of m times 2 to the exponent of 2 minus 2 to the exponent of m times 2 to the exponent of 1, even though I do not write that 1. In the denominator, there's no plus, there's no minus, it's just multiplication, which is just 2 to the exponent of m. So I will just leave it as it is. What is my common factor in the numerator? That will be my common factor, so I'm going to take it out. I'll be left with, over here, if I take this 2 to the exponent of m out, I'll be left with 2 squared. Hence, we have 2 squared. If I take this 2 to the exponent of m out, I'll be left with 2. That's why I have 2 over there. In the denominator, I just took the 2 to the exponent of m as a first factor, and I just put the 3 in brackets so that you don't get confused. I can simply cross those out. I will be left with, in the numerator, 4 minus 2, and in the denominator I'll be left with 3. 2 squared is 4, please remember that. My final answer will just be 2 divided by 3. Please try these ones. The previous classwork in the previous video, please ignore it for now. I will tell you when to do it. For today, please do this classwork. It is due at 1800 hours.